What the hell happened to Aero Precision? Welcome to Lock and Load Podcast. My name is Josh, and we talk to you about Connecticut 2A issues. Now, this is going to be a little bit of a different podcast. This is one of our Monday morning podcasts. So it's a shorter episode, about 10 minutes long or so. And we are going to talk about Aero Precision and what happened to that company. So when we were able to have Connecticut compliant others, CT others that were banned in June 6th, 2023 under HB 6667, we were selling a ton of Aero Precision products. Lowers, uppers, handguards, lowers, complete uppers, bolt carriers, charging handles, parts, accessories, everything. Everything. I was carrying exclusively Aero Precision for honestly since probably I opened. I got a dealer account with them shortly after I opened and you use them religiously. I had a rep, her name was Shannon, and we had a pretty decent like working relationship like I do with like Lipsies and RSR, my two biggest wholesalers. And we were talking especially like 2022, 2023. Sorry, 2023 she left. 2021, 2022. We were talking a couple days a week, getting products for people, getting them in, getting stuff in, getting stuff I wanted, exclusive stuff. In Q4 of 2022, I spent $100,000 with Aero Precision, um, and which is a ton of money for my little business. Now, the reason I know that is because they had tiered programs, and if you hit a certain tier, you got bigger margins, and so that's why I know I hit that number. That means I was, selling a ton of CT others, lower receivers, uppers, handguards. But they have 7 different colors at one point, different Cerakotes, everything, because we were having CT legal ARs, with detachable magazines. That was probably an important factor there. And Shannon left. Shannon left around Q2, right in the beginning of Q2 of 2023, and got a different rep. And he was good too. Nothing wrong with him. Just didn't have the same, working relationship I did with Shannon. And then HB 6667 passed. His name was Cameron. I just remembered. And so HB 6667 passed, and that stopped the money flow. Right. We didn't know whether it was legal to sell lowers. We didn't know, parts, whatever. So we stopped selling lowers for a significant amount of time, right? Up until that point. The couple days before HB 6667, we were selling lowers like they were French fries at McDonald's or something. I'll share a story with you guys. Me and the wifey were out at Texas Roadhouse over in Waterbury, and I actually ran into our store attorney, Greg Miller, that night with his wife, while we were waiting for a table. Had a quick little chit chat, and then, sat down. And I'm thinking we were talking about the bill that was about to be signed because it already passed this House, passed the Senate, and it was on Ned's desk waiting. And this was actually June 5th, 2023. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, I wasn't getting any more lowers in, right? Because it was like, they're not going to get here in time. And we figured out that thing called a contract to purchase that was put into this bill. And I was like, cool. So if you have a deposit, that's a contract to purchase. So what I did is I went home, I got on my laptop. On the way home, I called my Aero Precision rep. I called Cameron. I'm like, listen, this is what I'm doing. I need this stuff sent out right away. We think he's going to sign the bill tomorrow. It could be the day after, but we're going to take deposits on these and we're going to get them sent. So what I ended up doing was I put on our shop center on our website, lowers, just stripped lowers, all the colors that were in stock from, AR-15 to the 9s to the AR-10 ones. And I did a Facebook Live video. And then I shot on an email, did a Facebook post, and I sat there on this very laptop here. And I watched the orders come through. Every email I got, we get a little receipt. It was a little ding, 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 ding. It was like a little casino game going off, right? Slot machine. I woke up in the morning, got to work early, and put together my first order. Hundreds of strip lowers. And then sent that off. Cameron got that stuff sent over. Second batch went through. Third batch went through. The third and final batch. Ned signed the bill around 12 o'clock. We stopped the sales when it got signed. It was signed into law. Boom, done. And then we got the lowers in, and for a couple of weeks, it took us to transfer them. But he had that contract to purchase there. So Aero was great up until that point, at least for us. And then they kind of started going downhill pretty rapidly. They came out with their bolt action Solus, which never sold well. I got two right away. They took months to sell, guys. Nice bolt action rifles, actually. Just price point was just not there. And after that, it just kind of went downhill. They let go all of their reps, and Stag they combined with. So there's a parent company, and that parent company owns Stag, Ballistic Advantage, Aero Precision, and I'm sure some other companies. And they made all the reps into one group. So now instead of having, I think there were 7 individual reps for the states, there's now 3 reps for 2 companies for, 3 reps, 2 companies for, they each have like a third of the US. So you lose that individual attention, that individual caring aspect to them. And then their quality control went downhill fast. And their shipping went downhill fast. I have never talked to my new rep. We're just going to call him Bob. All right, we won't use a real name here. I have never talked to him on the phone. I've had, I think, 2, maybe 3 email interactions with him. Mind you, the amount of money I spent in quarter 4 of 2022, I was dealer rep's choice. I have a nice little plaque on the other side from Aero Precision, and I spend basically no money with them now. The only money I spend with Aero Precision is their suppressors. Their suppressors are a good product. They take a long time to ship, though, which is pretty disappointing. But on that, so we go to SHOT Show. We're at SHOT Show, and I'm like, all right, let's go over there. Let's talk to them. Well, I look at their stuff. Nothing really new. It was Ballistic Advantage, Stag, and Aero combined into one booth. Now, it's decent size, not like squished or anything, but, all in one area. Okay. And so I go up to a rep who wasn't talking to anyone. And I was like, what's going on, man? He's like, what do you mean? And I'm like, your shipping speeds are horrendous nowadays. And this tidbit. Now, we have a dealer portal on the website. It's called dealer.aeroprecision.com. You guys, as a consumer, just have aeroprecision.com. Now, we get margins, right? So, like, let's say this Yeti here costs $200 retail. Well, maybe we get it for $125. We sell it at $200. We make $75. So let's say I can buy this for $125 here. And MAP pricing, minimum advertised pricing, let's just call it $200. And aeroprecision.com, they're running 50% off. Well, to you now, this costs $100. That is $25 cheaper than what I can buy it for on my dealer portal. But I'm supposed to go and sell it for MAP pricing at $200? Why would you buy that? That makes no sense, right? So I gave him that example, had screenshots on my phone of the actual examples of that. And he had zero idea what I was talking about. And he asked me, who's your rep? And I pointed to Bob because I saw his name tag, and Nick was behind me. And Nick just told me this the other day. I didn't realize this. I was like, Bob, I've never talked to him though. So like, this isn't a him fault kind of thing. And the guy just rolled his eyes. So the guy I was talking to, he's like, oh, you should go talk to so-and-so. And so-and-so surrounded by 4 people. Didn't introduce me, didn't interrupt him. Just like, oh, you should go talk to him. Now, you can possibly mark my words here. I seriously think that Aero Precision will be gone by the end of 2025. That is how bad things are. Their only saving grace at the moment is suppressors. But if those start to go downhill, I will not carry them. And you'll hear another rant from me about them. Their quality control, their shipping, and their customer service is gone and absolutely horrendous, which is disappointing. So I liked Aero. I still have their Connecticut CT others. I liked the colors they did. I liked the quality they had. 2025 here, we're not starting off so good. And 2024 was pretty bad with them. Aero Precision, you got work to do. And I recommend you listen to the people complaining or talking online, because if you don't, you're not going to be in business in a year. So that's all I got to say today, guys. My name is Josh, Lock and Load Podcast, Lock and Load Firearms. Check us out on all our social medias. Comment below, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe too. I don't normally ask for that, but please do. It helps our algorithm. Other than that, guys, we will see you guys later. Have a great day. Bye. Lock and Load Podcast is sponsored by Lock and Load Firearms, Connecticut's #1 rated gun store and pistol permit class on Google. Come check us out, 1573 Meriden Waterbury Turnpike in Southington. Lock and Load Firearms.
Lock and Load Podcast is also sponsored by Patriot Wear Holsters, custom-made Kydex holsters locally made in Waterbury, Connecticut. www.patriotwearholster.com and use code LNL Podcast for 10% off your purchase. Orders available for shipping or pickup at various locations.